This is video number 4, and you are going to learn how to speed up your site even further beyond plugins with how your web hosting is set up. All right, so let's begin. So when it comes to web hosting companies, a lot of people think, okay, as long as I have web hosting, then my WordPress site should load fast. But that's a big misconception because a lot of hosting companies, the way that they've set up their web host is not really for WordPress. And WordPress tends to utilize a lot of server resources, so you need the right setup. Now, the best analogy that I can give you is this. If you were to have heart issues and you were to go to the doctor, like a general practitioner, then he might look at you and say, okay, well, let's just run a few tests, and he's not really going to know what to look for, right? A few months, he still doesn't know what you have. So then he refers you to a cardiologist. And then the cardiologist looks at you and he says right away, okay, this is what you have. All right. So that's the analogy, is that in this case for WordPress, web hosting companies that specialize only in WordPress will have set things up so that WordPress will run fast. So we highly recommend two web hosting companies. The first one is WPXHosting.com. It's not expensive at all. In fact, it's actually a lot cheaper than a lot of web hosting companies. Now, the nice thing about WPX Hosting is if you have any problems with WordPress, like it's acting up or you're having error messages or anything like that, or you want to, SSL certificate installed, their support team is the best. And they will actually help you with anything related to WordPress. So that's what we notice with WPX Hosting. And on top of that is, if you were to host with a different company that is not specialized in WordPress, then you would have to purchase a CDN, which is like Cloudflare. And you would have to pay anywhere from $10 to $30 per month just to use Cloudflare on top of your web hosting company. With WPX Hosting, they actually have their own content delivery network. So once you pay them, that's it. You get free SSL certificates. They're super easy to install. And you also get backups, daily backups, which you can go to the calendar for the past 30 days and say, I want to revert back to this day, and you just click a button and that's it. Most web hosting companies have it set up so you can't really do that. Especially if you're using cPanel, you can back it up, but it doesn't back up automatically for you. So you can go into the cPanel wizard, into the backup generator, and click backup. But with WPX Hosting, it backs it up every single day. So that's a nice feature that they provide. The next web hosting company that we recommend is WP Engine, and that's WPEngine.com. They were actually one of the originals web hosting companies, but if you go to the pricing, you might think, oh, that's really expensive. But the reality is that because WordPress sites, as you grow them bigger and bigger, the more plugins that you install, what happens is they get slowed down. In terms of migration, if you have any problems migrating, both sites should actually migrate it for you. We know that WPX Hosting does, and they actually will go in, they will migrate all your data and all that. So in terms of customer support, they are phenomenal. WP Engine is as well. All right, that's it.